Imagine a country where ancient forests meet cutting-edge technology, a place so digitally advanced you can become a citizen online, yet so culturally rich, its people once fought for freedom with song. But there's a lesser-known truth about this Baltic gem that might surprise you. Welcome to Estonia, often called the northern jewel of the Baltics, or, as many Estonians prefer, the southern jewel of the Nordics. It's a land where medieval charm blends seamlessly with a digital future, and where the forests are as dense as its Wi-Fi coverage. This is a nation renowned as the Silicon Valley of Europe, where nearly every public service, even the process of becoming a citizen, is conducted online. So, let's embark on a journey to explore Estonia. Geographically, Estonia is nestled in northern Europe, bordered by Latvia, Russia, and the Baltic Sea. It forms part of the Baltic States region, alongside its neighbors Latvia and Lithuania. As the smallest of these countries, Estonia spans just over 45,000 square kilometers, making it the 129th largest nation globally by land area. With a population of approximately 3 million people, it ranks as the 155th largest country by population. A truly fascinating demographic detail is that roughly a third of Estonia's entire population resides in and around its capital, Tallinn. While it's common for capitals to be densely populated, this concentration in such a small area is notably unique. This phenomenon is rooted in both geographical and historical factors. Since ancient times, the coastal regions surrounding Tallinn have served as crucial hubs for trade and communication, a theme we'll delve into shortly. To fully grasp the geographical context, we must examine Estonia's landscape. Although picturesque and ideal for activities like picnics, much of the land is less hospitable for extensive settlement. Over 50% of the country is covered by dense forests, and another 22% by bogs. This makes large-scale farming or residential development challenging, but it creates perfect conditions for one of Estonia's most beloved activities for both locals and tourists: bog walking. Adding to its natural splendor, Estonia boasts over 1,500 islands and more than 2,000 lakes. Perhaps, with such distinct features, it truly is a country unlike any other. So, what's behind this playful notion of Estonia wanting to be considered a Nordic rather than merely a Baltic country? Beyond the perception that being Nordic might hold a certain cachet on the global stage, Estonians present compelling arguments for this identity. Firstly, there are profound cultural and linguistic ties. The Estonian language is closely related to Finnish, fostering a shared cultural heritage between the two nations. Historically, both Denmark and Sweden have ruled over parts of Estonia, a connection we'll explore further. Secondly, Estonia admires the Nordic model, which consistently ranks high in global indices for happiness and quality of life, seeing it as an aspirational blueprint for its own governance. Furthermore, as a former Soviet Union republic, independent Estonia has actively sought to strengthen its connections with Western Europe and the Nordic countries, evidenced by its membership in both NATO and the European Union. However, a crucial question arises. Can a country truly be Nordic without Nordic weather? Estonia experiences a blend of maritime and continental climates, which can make it feel relatively warmer compared to its northern neighbors. Yet, make no mistake, winter here is severe, with the lowest recorded temperature plummeting to a frigid -43, 5 degrees Celsius, a temperature that might, ironically, feel like a typical summer day in Finland. To truly understand the nation Estonia is today, we must journey back in time to the prehistoric period, immediately following the last ice age. As the immense glaciers that once covered the land receded, they left behind countless lakes. These oxygen-poor bodies of water, combined with accumulating dead plant matter, created the mushy surfaces that became the foundation for the many bogs we see today. The retreating ice also scattered large boulders across the landscape, examples of which can be seen in sites like the Heltermoss stone field. During this era, Finno-Ugric tribes began to migrate into the region, eventually establishing dominance throughout the area. From the 8th to the 11th century, the Viking Age unfolded. While often associated with the Nordic countries, Estonia too had its share of Vikings who actively participated in trade, raids, and exploration. This period offers a key historical insight into why so many people settled in what is now Tallinn. The region was deeply integrated into broader Northern European and Scandinavian networks, making its coastlines and islands vital points for maritime trade and naval activity. As the Viking Age drew to a close, Estonia entered a period of relative stability. Across Europe, Christianity was spreading, and missionaries from Germany and Scandinavia attempted to convert the Estonian people, initially with limited success. It wasn't until the 13th century that the Northern Crusades specifically targeted the pagan Baltic and Finnic peoples. The objective was their conversion to Christianity, and over the subsequent decades, numerous battles were fought against Estonian tribes. This culminated in 1219 when Danish forces, led by King Valdemar II, conquered northern Estonia, establishing what became known as Danish Estonia. In 1346, Danish Estonia was sold to the Teutonic Order, a pivotal transfer of power that marked the end of Danish rule in the region. This is also why Tallinn once bore the Germanic name Reval. Under Teutonic rule, Estonia became part of the Livonian Confederation. However, in 1558, the Russian Tsar Ivan the Terrible initiated an invasion of the area, capturing key cities like Narva and Tartu. In response to this Russian threat, Livonian nobles sought assistance, prompting intervention from Sweden and Denmark. This ultimately led to Estonia falling under Swedish rule in 1561. This period brought significant transformations in education, religion, and land reforms across Estonia, a time affectionately remembered in Estonian history as the good old Swedish time. In 1700, the Great Northern War erupted, pitting the Swedish Empire, of which Estonia was a part, against a formidable coalition of other European powers. The war's primary objective was to curtail Swedish dominance in the Baltic region and redistribute power. Russian forces steadily gained ground from the Swedes, culminating in their capture of Estonia in 1710. A harsh era then began for the Estonian people, marked by heavy taxation, forced labor, and a devastating outbreak of the bubonic plague that decimated a significant portion of the population. The 19th century, however, witnessed a powerful national awakening in Estonia. A fervent desire to protect their language, customs, and history led to the establishment of Estonian language newspapers and schools that actively fostered a distinct Estonian identity. A landmark event was the first Estonian Song Festival, held in 1869, an event that to this day vibrantly celebrates Estonian culture and identity. During World War I, Estonia tragically became a battleground between German and Russian forces, a conflict that severely impacted the country. Amidst this conflict, the Russian Revolution erupted, leading to the collapse of the Russian Empire in 1917. This momentous event set the stage for Estonia's declaration of independence, which occurred in 1918, amidst the chaos of both the First World War and the ongoing Russian Revolution. In the years that followed, Estonia bravely fought against both Russian and German forces to secure its newfound freedom. Their efforts were successful, leading to the Treaty of Tartu in 1920, where Soviet Russia formally recognized the newly formed state of Estonia. Life began to look promising for the Estonian people, a period of hope that tragically lasted only until World War II, when the country was invaded first by Germany and then subsequently by the USSR. Then, in 1987, something truly extraordinary began. The Singing Revolution. This nonviolent mass protest unfolded repeatedly between 1987 and 1991 across Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. The people sought a peaceful path to independence from the Soviet Union, culminating in one of the most iconic events in history, the Baltic Way. On the 23rd of August 1989, 2 million people from the 3 Baltic nations joined hands to form a human chain stretching an incredible 600 kilometers. This powerful demonstration showcased the unwavering unity and desire for independence from the Soviet Union. On the 20th of August 1991, this revolution achieved its ultimate goal, Estonia's independence. Much has happened since then. Today, Estonia is sometimes dubbed the Harry Potter of the digital world, recognized as one of the most advanced digital societies. It's no wonder it's frequently referred to as the Silicon Valley of Europe, boasting one of the highest numbers of startups per capita on the entire continent, with globally successful companies like Skype, Bolt, and TransferWise originating here. Yet, it's not just the startup scene that's digitally savvy. The country as a whole is a world leader in digital governance, with an astonishing 99% of its public services available online through its comprehensive e-Estonia platform. They were pioneers in e-voting, using it for parliamentary elections as early as 2005. Estonia also offers the unique e-residency program, a digital identity for foreign entrepreneurs, enabling them to establish and manage an EU-based company entirely online, without ever setting foot in the country. But technology isn't Estonia's only strength. It also boasts some of the fastest internet speeds globally and one of the highest rates of Wi-Fi coverage and internet penetration. Beyond its digital prowess, Estonia is celebrated as one of the most environmentally friendly countries on the planet, with pristine air and 98% of its rivers containing drinkable water. And here's another remarkable fact. In its capital, Tallinn, all residents enjoy free public transportation, a pioneering initiative first introduced in 2013, making it the first European capital to do so. Finally, we must take a moment to discuss the flag of Estonia. The Estonian flag is a striking symbol, consisting of 3 equal horizontal stripes in blue, black, and white. The uppermost blue stripe represents the Estonian sky, symbolizing hope, loyalty, and the dedication Estonians hold for their homeland. The central black stripe pays tribute to the fertile soil that has sustained generations of its people, but also acknowledges the somber periods and challenges the country has endured throughout its history. Lastly, the white stripe at the bottom embodies hope, purity, and the bright, promising future that lies ahead for the nation. In essence, the Estonian flag beautifully encapsulates the spirit of this entire country, symbolizing a nation that continues to reach for the sky, stands strong on its historical ground, and looks forward with unwavering hope. If you've enjoyed this journey through Estonia, be sure to subscribe to State Lines for more explorations of the world's most fascinating nations.